Hey guys, Oko here. Welcome back to our playthrough of Final Fantasy XVI. I like how they've changed the lighting around here, where it used to be really bright, sunny all the time. Now it's sort of cloudy and sort of sunsetty. The color's different. Let's start the day off here at the hideaway and talk to Odo and get some side quests and stuff going. Let's see what we can do.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just the messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
So, Vivian and Tomes. That's gotta be Hippocrates, or whatever his name is.
How is it that every
Hippocrates.
one of your little excursions presages
In the
some
library.
inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Time for another history lesson. These are usually pretty short, and they do explain a lot.
Fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
none but us.
None but us, yes. So we'll head over to the library here near the back. As far as away as it can get. Talk to the old guy in here again.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Never actually looked around here. What's this? Simeon's Treasury of Knowledge, Volume Ye 11th. Pardon me. Cursebreaker, yeah. Alright, let's just talk to Hippocrates.
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Guzman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day, did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share us.
You did mention that book, so maybe we'll be able to find it out there in the world somewhere. Who knows? I guess we're heading back to Otto now. Angela's here.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are 3. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a cashier at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The Cursebreakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only 2 people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Aid. So looks like there's 3 different places that we're gonna need to go. So there you go. 1, 2, 3 locations. So that's the next main quest. But first, let's check the hunt board and see if there's anything new. There is a couple new ones. So that's the S1 that we've already seen. And there's 3 new ones here. A B. This one's in Dalmekia. This one's in Rosaria. And this one is unknown. And it's another S. Ruin Reawakened. I'll save all the S's, I think, for a separate video or something like that. We'll definitely try and take care of these 2. Or maybe we should just wait for more. I don't know. Quiet Sands and the Vamer in Dalmekia. Well, I mean, we do have to go to both those places, so maybe we'll just look for them. So, yeah, no, there's not much in the way of quests right now.
How are you doing? Here you go.
So it shows us exactly where we need to go. That's the only ones, yeah, just the main quests.
Seen enough?
So I guess we're going to do these two then while we do the 3 different areas. We'll do this one first. This one's in Dalmekia, so I guess we're going to go there first. And it's in Vamer. So I guess we're going here. Let's look for Vamer and see where that is. If it's on here. Still... Looks like there's still area up here we haven't explored. And here. Here's Vamer, so it's here. Yeah, things are not in good shape here, it looks like. So we'll come over here and activate this part of the quest line.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
All right.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Let's talk to Victor.
Sid,
And Lady Jill? What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Now we'll speak to Lubor again.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Alright, well I guess we're going to be following both of them. This one's closer, so we'll start with...
Picture it, Conrad.
Victor.
Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalimil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
I can't believe how boring this all is. By the way, Red Wings is, I think, a clever little reference to Final Fantasy IV. Because Cecil was the
If I had my
captain of the Red Wings, was he not? I think that's what his name was. So he's over here by the bathhouse. Lubor.
Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can. And we will do the same.
I thought they would never stop talking. So let's see where we're going. We only have to go there. It's not very far. Let's just get it over with. So here they come.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
Yeah, now we got to see some of our Bahamut abilities. They just ran right into it. That was weird. And long. Wow. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. How powerful this Bahamut ability is. Oh my god, look at all the dead bodies. Oh, wow, he's dead. The Sultan! Good old Impulse. Yeah, this guy actually has a lot of hit points. He's taking a while to kill. He's not going to last much longer now, though. Where's the other one? This one. That was interesting.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Alright, so I guess there really isn't very much else to do around here. Whoops. There's any quests or anything. So what I will do is just meet you guys over here at Vamere. So here we are on the fields of Kurava. What's that up there? Oh. Take a look at our map. We're close. We gotta go this way. No, we want to go this way. Aha, I see the building. Alright, we've arrived. So here we go. So, I will now get off the chocobo. Alright, let's see what we got in here. I see it right in here. On this gloomy day, let's fight the Ten of Clubs in Vamere.
Only those who have nothing. Go empty your pockets.
Here we go. Let's see how this does. Oh! It interrupted my... It interrupted my little spell. That's alright.
Nice try.
Aha, missed me again. Yeah, we've been doing a good job here of hitting him. Yeah, he's not very fast, so this one actually, I've had a pretty reasonable time of avoiding his attacks. Stay behind him here. Alright, he got one little good look. He got one little move in on me, but that's it. Here we go. Let's see if we can finish him now on this stagger. Alright, so that one's done. So the next one we're going to want to do then is we want to go to the Rosaria region and check in on Martha's Rest.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Alright, we're gonna help Martha.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
And her men in their cause. I want to just quickly also check the map, though. See if I can find that area. It started with a Q. It was like quick something. See if it's on the map. Aha! This is it. It was the Quiet Sands. That's what it was. Alright. So let's just see, though. Okay, we'll come back to that. Same kind of thing. Let's just take care of the main quest first.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
I'm not even gonna bring my chocobo forward. I don't think we need it. We're just gonna run all the way there on foot. Alright, here we go.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Here we go. He interrupted my Mega Flare build up. Oh well. It's just crazy. Well, it's just sitting here. How long is that supposed to last for? It's so weird. Whatever. I'll take it.
This one. This one.
So Mega Flare is slow. I'm gonna see if I can do this properly. See if I can max it out. Die. Whoa, I just evaporated them. Wow, that was pretty quick, huh, guys? That went way faster than the desert bandits that we just fought in Dhalmekia.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell, the Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Alright, let's go help at the lift. That was right over here to the right.
My brothers.
Mad dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Aww, little adamantoids. And a crab.
To safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Time for some turtle crab soup. Horde crab. Alright, I'll hold back here and charge up my Mega Flare. Mega Flare 1. Ouch. Wow, he's got me cornered here, literally. So here's a Mega Flare. Use a high potion just to heal up a little bit. This Adamantoids is tough. Got me. Bugger. Oh! You got me, but then we staggered him, so I guess it's alright. New enemies approaching. We haven't even finished with these. Here, let's... Stagger damage. Yes, let's hit him with this to end things a little bit faster.
Nice try.
Well, that was pretty good. Was it? I don't know. His meter didn't seem to go down that much, actually. Yeah, now we got lobsters joining in on the fight. I see. Level 1 Mega Flare.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
East Pool. So we need to go back up. Maybe I'll just quickly do this. Oh no. I'll do things in order properly. We'll just finish the main quest and then do the hunt.
Just punch me up.
Goblins. And little wyverns.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Bravery. Yeah, these guys aren't too strong. There we go, yeah. A chocobo. An Akasha chocobo. An Akashic chocobo. Lord. It's barbecue chicken time. And then this one just ran into the fire. What? The heck? That was weird. That was a weird way to end the battle there.
Did I miss anything?
Only the first round to wait. Shall we?
Alright, now we got an Ahriman and some little Mandragora things. Aha! Gotcha. Yes, I love the fire breath. Burn! Cool.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that... Of course they can stay.
Guardian Scarf. Displayed in Clive's chambers. Alright, so we got another little cosmetic thing to
There's someone I'd like you to meet.
put in our place.
Oscar, over here.
Hello, Oscar.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, so wait. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... I mean to say that, they're...
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Alright, well, I guess that finishes things up here in Martha's area. So we'll just take care of that quest now, and then we'll take care of the third area in Northreach. So I'll just go down here and then head north.
Run like the wind.
Alright, so I believe if we go through here, we should be able to find our monster pretty easily. If we just go around this little donut-shaped part here, he should be here somewhere. Let's go down here. That might be it right there. I see something. Oh, there's people here. Yeah, this has got to be it. I'm not afraid of you guys. The Megath brothers, rank A. They're pretty high. It's going to be tough. We can do it. Yeah, you can only use that fire breath for as long as you don't get hit or attacked, it seems. Oh, he hit us. Took a lot. I'm going to use a high potion. I should be going after one to kill one. Try and concentrate on one until he's dead. I think is a good... Oh, I didn't get to use it very much there. That sucked. Well, that's the problem. There's 3 of them after all. Oh. Oh, wow. Yikes. That was a really devastating attack. We almost died there. They're all after me, so I don't think this mega flare thing's gonna happen. There we go. I actually got it in. I can't believe it. Oh wow, he staggered two of them at once. And we got one dead. So now this should be starting to get easier, right? Whoa, where are you going? The other one. This one's got less hit points. Let's go after him. Sindwid. Yeah, this is a good spot to have both of them sort of pinned. Yes, good. This other one's almost completely dead. This one. Wow, I tip my hat to these guys. They are tough. Alright, well there we go. There's the 2 hunts done and 2 of the 3 areas for the main quest line. So let's just quickly finish things off with that 3rd area and then we'll end the video, I guess. Over here in Northreach.
First we find Isabel.
Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Isabel is over at the brothel, I think, right? Down here, down this way.
I can't do it.
So how have things been around here lately? Not good, I guess.
Lord, milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Let's take a look where we're going. Alright. So it's right back outside where we were, I guess. Right? Or maybe not. No, we're not. It's this way.
Left for more on the captain's orders.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort. But I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Alright, yeah, it's been a while since we've been here. Look at there's the castle without the crystal in the background. Still looks pretty amazing though, doesn't it? Sambreck.
That thing?
Here's the closest person. We'll talk to this refugee first.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed more when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
It's all right.
And we'll talk to this refugee. This injured soldier.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for them.
Now we're going all the way over there.
Safe now.
I assume you have a plan.
I forget how to get out. Oh, here?
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Good girl. Run like the wind.
So here we are, back at the Royal Meadows. I like this place. We didn't get to spend a lot of time here, unfortunately. Now's our second chance, but I don't think we're going to be here very long. We're just pretty much passing through. Yeah, the music's kind of weird, huh? Sounds like you're listening to a piano underwater or something like that. So there's this blue, hazy area. Wonder if this is still left over from the crystal? Shattering? I don't know. Slay the enemies. Alright, here we go.
I see them. With me.
Thrall Revenant.
Should I prime?
Save your strength.
Yes, break the ones with the shield. Good job, yes. Burn, burn. Look at that. New enemies approaching. There's a lich. What a surprise. I think the Lich is all that's left now, so we're doing good.
Get him. This one.
Here we go.
Nice try. Nice try.
No, he's too slow for us. We're ready for it. Thresh. Oh, he actually did get me, didn't he? A little bit.
That's it.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
No problem. You're welcome. All right, so there we are. I guess that was a shorter one than the other two, which I'm fine with. I think. Right? Does it check it all? Yeah. We'll head back to talk to Odo then.
Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Yep. So we'll go talk to Odo, and then we will end the video there. I think that was a really boring episode, you guys. Sorry. That was just not very good. But let's see. I guess this was a cool down episode from the last one where there was so much action going on in that last episode. It was kind of crazy. It really was over the top.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw it.
Alright, let's just see what he has to say.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had ours from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the color of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. It is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here.
This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Alright, cool. So it looks like we're going to have a new team here, and looks like we got some new quests. Yes, alright, that's good, but we're not going to be able to do them now. But one thing I will... Well, okay, I was going to come over here and see what we could get, but maybe if we have a bunch of quests, we'll have to take care of those in the next episode. 1, 2, 3. I've got to tuck the old man here again, the ale hall. I have an eye. Let's look at the wider world as well, and just see if there's any other quests. That's where we're heading next. Yeah, interesting. But I don't want to go there yet. Alright, so we'll take care of all this new stuff in the next episode. I was hoping to do stuff like that now, but oh well. Let me just make sure nothing new opened. Something new did open. Another monster in Dhalmekia, but we'll worry about that as well in the next episode, alright? So we got lots of things to do. Alright, so thank you all for watching today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel by clicking below. I'm Oko, and I'll see you guys all on the next episode of our playthrough of Final Fantasy XVI. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Bye for now.